But when you look at coal, yes, it's had a terrific move. It's consolidating. I think the prices are becoming a little bit more realistic around here. I actually do think they could sort of dip a little bit more. I do get a sense that when you look at where some of the producers, particularly out of Australia, are at the moment, that I think that it's still a little bit overpriced. But I do think that General Flavour will see prices under pressure. Sub 200, I think, is okay for it. Remember, anywhere between that 120 through to 150, I think, is an area which will find good support. Remember, there is a big change happening in that whole sector, and I think the pressure is towards the downside.
Yeah, talking of big change, I mean, look, even if coal does still have a role to play, Jono, in providing reliable energy, particularly electricity, here in Australia and in other parts of the world, nonetheless, the writing's on the wall and coal is becoming a dirty word. Long term, I'm sort of looking, several years down the track as we do gradually move more to new renewables, what's going to happen to coal?
Yeah, look, Mandy, I think it's interesting, but I also think just when you look at coal, you look at the users and the producers, China's really also stepped up to the plate in using more coal. So it's a bit of a contrast between the regulatory authorities or the environmental authorities in China saying, look, this is coal, this is where it's going to go, and we're going to get other renewables in, but they're also stepping up production. So they're generally concerned about keeping their engine room actually fired. And of course, when you look at where coal is, those substitutes are certainly there and a lot cheaper and a lot cleaner. When you look at natural gas, for instance, that price has come down so dramatically to levels which we haven't seen. So a lot of people have said, well, look, let's switch from coal and work into natural gas. So that play is there. We're seeing the coal industry consolidate quite dramatically. That will consolidate, but when we do get those little elements of shortness where people say, hey, coal's the old favourite, we'll go to it, it does seem the least line of resistance when you do need that energy, and that could be a play going forward from here.